everybody, how's it going? So this was something I've had on my Amazon wish list for a while because I have a specific purpose. It's a little electric heater. I'll open it up and explain to you more. First of all, let's just check the heater out before I tell you my plans for it. There we go. Instructions. I don't need no instructions for a heater. I'm a man, damn it. Empty box. Model number DQ1722, representative, of course. 120 volt, 60 hertz, 500 watts. Always plug heaters directly into a wall outlet or receptacle. Never use it with an extension cord or relocatable power tap. Number 2, always use on a dry level surface. Use on floor only. This heater is hot when in use. To avoid burns, do not let bare skin touch hot surfaces. If provided, use handles when moving this heater. Keep combustible materials such as furniture, pillows, bedding, papers, clothes, and curtains at least 3 feet or 0.9 meters from the front of the heater and keep them away from the side and rear. This heater is not to be used in wet or moist locations. Moist. There you go. It's fragile. It's Italian. Wet, and this side up. It's well packaged. This is as it arrived, just in that one box. Bubble wrap. I used to save all my bubble wrap for my mother. She loved bubble wrap. She'd just sit there and pop it. Miss my mom a lot. Ah. There we go. Why do they put these huge ass tags over these things? Warning, to reduce the risk of fire. Same thing I read you guys already. Use supply wire suitable for 105 degrees Celsius. Blah, 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 blah. Do not remove this tag. I'm going to remove that tag. So this is just an Amazon Basics heater. 500 watt. See, Amazon Basics. Now, most of these little space heaters are 1500 watt or variable. Sometimes they're triple heat. They can be 500, 750, or I don't know. Usually they're 750, 1000, and 1500. 1500 is usually the average high wattage rating of these heaters. And this one's 500, and there's a reason I only wanted the small one. Another reason I only wanted this one, because it only has an on and off switch. No thermostat, nothing, just an on and off switch. You can leave it on. It's not a push button to start, meaning every time you plug it in, you have to hit the power button again. If this thing's plugged in, and that plug-in's on a wall switch, I can just hit the wall switch, and this will come on, as long as that switch is on. I never know which is on with these. Is it the line on, or is it the O on, or is the O off? What does the O stand for? There needs to be some standardization of this because it's not always the same. It looks decent. It's got a plastic housing. Conforms to UL standards, CSA standards, all that good stuff. See what I mean? You guys can read that. I'll let you read that for a second. There we go. So it's plastic sides, plastic back. It does have a tip over switch on the bottom. So it's sitting there, it tips over on its front. It won't keep going and burn the house down, hopefully. But this front, from what I've read, does get fairly warm. It's metal. It's got these little plastic caps on the plugs. I love these little things. Okay, let's plug it in here. First, I got to unplug something. So much stuff going on here. My life is such a chaotic place. Okay, we've got power. And there's, see the little light? Oh yeah. So O is off. And in order to turn it on, turn it up. Well, let's just let it run for a second. It gets warm almost immediately. That's pretty good. Let's take a gander at the instructions while we're letting this warm up. That's actually 500 watts. That's nice little heat. I like that. It's nice and warm. As heat should be. Who'd have thought a heater would put out warm air? I know. I was amazed too. See if there's anything in here worth mentioning. Just basically hot. Keep it away from flammable stuff. Don't take it apart. Take it to a service center. Not for use in bathrooms or anywhere that gets wet. You know, don't take it in the bathtub with you. Don't run a cord under carpeting. Don't cover cords with rugs, any of that stuff, because they overheat. To disconnect heater, turn controls to off, then remove plug from outlet. Do not allow or insert. Don't stick anything in it. Don't block the air intakes or the vents. Anywhere there's openings, like don't put it against a wall because it does suck air from the back. It does. And you can see the, don't know if you guys can hear it. It's very quiet. Hold on, I'll stop and lift it and you guys can hear it. Shut off. So that works. Has a little light on the side to tell you it's on. Let's get back to the instructions. That puts out a surprising amount of heat. Don't place heavy objects on it. Nothing with water on top. Don't allow children to play with it. Don't bend the cord. Don't squeeze the cord. Don't kink the cord. Don't pull on the cord. Don't unplug it. Connect the cord easily reachable. Blah, blah, blah. It's not equipped with a device to control the room temperature. So do not use this in small rooms. You know, because they think it's going to overheat. That's a surprising amount of warmth. I'm really surprised at this. This 500 watt heater. And then it's just a bunch of Spanish instructions. I'll put those somewhere safe. Anyway, let's get my temperature gun here. Let's find the hottest spot here. So yeah, our hottest temperature on there right now is 114.6 Celsius. It's pretty hot. The casing isn't even slightly warm. The front is getting hot. Warm to the touch. Imagine if you leave this going for an hour or so, that thing would get really hot. But the casing is soft, and from what I've read in Amazon reviews, the casing stays cool. Another reason I bought it. Now, one of the reasons I bought this one to try out, I'm going to get another one. Two places I might even get another one. They're cheap enough. I paid $30 for it Canadian. You guys can probably pick these up for like $20 American. So I want to put this, I have a cabinet in my garage here. Let's swing you guys around. Hi. Okay, so my cabinet over there, and that, right, where are we? Right, see where my finger is? That red cabinet there? That's full of paint, all kinds of paint. Household paint, just general use paint, and automotive paint. And some of my automotive paints in there are pretty expensive stuff. So this heater, that heater up there, conked out last winter, and I was afraid of losing my heat. I ended up buying a propane heater to temporarily heat the garage, because if the car paint freezes, it's toast. House paint probably too isn't so good, but I'm less concerned for that. The car paint's very expensive. So I'm going to put this in the cabinet. I mean, I'm going to put it in a spot in the cabinet, probably low, so the heat will rise. And because the shelves don't come all the way to the door, there's like about that much gap, so the heat has place to go. And what I have is this. It's a heated thermo plug for dry locations only. And what it does, what does it say? Max load, 15 amps, whatever. What it does is it turns on the heat at 38 degrees Fahrenheit and turns it off, turns the power off. You know, to these plugs, you plug this into your wall, plug whatever you want to come on in these, and they'll come on at 38 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 3 degrees Celsius, and shuts off at about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around 12, I think. I could be wrong. I'm within a couple degrees, I think. Just not enough to make it warm or hot, just enough to keep things from freezing. And so if I stick that in the cabinet, that'll cover my paint. Now, another purpose I want one of these for is to put it under our hot tub. We've never had this problem, but I've heard of it happening. Your pump quits working or something, and it just, your water needs to circulate to remain heated. So if your pump stops working, the tub doesn't heat. Next thing you know, things are freezing and breaking under there, and it's an expensive fix. So I was going to stick one of these under the skirts because our hot tub isn't foamed underneath. It's insulated panels. I didn't want a foamed one, and I'm glad I didn't because I've had to replace things in there before. And it's a nightmare if you get a foamed hot tub. Anyway, this isn't to debate hot tubs. Put this under there, plug this in under there, and if it gets to colder than 3 above in there, which is just above freezing, then this kicks on and keeps going until it's, you know, comfortably 10 degrees above freezing, and then just keeps going. It'll keep kicking on as many times as necessary until the proper temperatures, or until it, see if it's getting any warmer. We're still about the same. The outsides of this are cool. They're room temperature 21 degrees Celsius. See, 21.9. So yeah, the back 17, the top itself 21. So yeah, the top doesn't get hot at all. The sides, the bottom wouldn't naturally because, as you know, heat rises. So that's my intentions for this. Another thing I could possibly do would be put it on a timer. I have this for my car. So there's that. I have options, but it seems to work, and it's relatively low power consumption, being 500 watts as opposed to 1500, which is 3 times more. I know I'm dazzling you with my math. Nobody told you there'd be math here, did they? Anyway, that's it. Nothing exciting, nothing big. It's just an Amazon Basics 500 watt space heater. You can find them there if you want one. They come in different colors, but for some reason black was $10 cheaper than the rest, or in some cases 20. So I don't know why, and I'm not color particular. I probably would have ordered black anyway. Who's to say? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys. Have a good day. Take it easy. See you later.